I think
Hi there, YouTube!
we're back again today for more of our Gencon Bonanza Explosion Blowout coverage. We're here live at Gencon 2017 at the AEG Games booth. Actually, no, just kidding. Let's talk about some amazing sponsors real quick. So, first and foremost, we got Medieval Lords, who has Black Souls, coming to Kickstarter in about a month or two, so be sure to check that out. We have Bleem Games, who's going to be redoing Dark Mages, and we have Tasty Minstrel Games, who sponsors the whole shebang. They all rock. Check out the links down below. Now, one thing that has always been a big event at Gen Con each and every year is the AEG Big Game Night. It's always a big event in which you go there, they teach you a bunch of games. They got people there who are teaching old games, new games, games that climb on rocks, even games with chicken pox. Don't touch those ones. But the big attraction to that is the fact that there's always a box, a take-home box, a take-home bag, a take-home a thing that you get to take home that normally has some pretty awesome games. Now, as of last year, the quality has been dipping progressively down. You know, I'm one to call a sheep like it is. I don't think that's an expression. Call a sheep a sheep. Last year was very, very disappointing, and I think a lot of other people would agree that last year was disappointing. So, once again, we had a man on the scene, my friend Nick. He went to the event. We got the box. Let's open it up. And let's show you what's in this year's AEG Big Game Night box. Now, first and foremost, I was a little bit disappointed because part of the allure of the box is not knowing what's in the box, and everybody got the Oath of the Brotherhood, the Chosen. So this is a big game. I guess this is a new release. I'm assuming this is probably about a $60 MSRP, 2 to 5 players, 60 minutes, ages 14 plus. I know absolutely nothing about this game. I have not heard anything about this game. We interviewed AEG, and they didn't tell us about this game, but hopefully it is good. So right there, I would say if this is a new game, which I'm assuming this is a new game, I feel like the $32, you've gotten your value. Now, Nick over there actually went to the event. How many games do you think you would have had the opportunity to play at this said event, Nick?
I actually have a list. I think there was probably close to 10 titles.
So 10 titles that you were able to play, and you can sit down, and I think they went until like midnight, right? Like you could sit there and play for a while if you wanted.
Yes, the event went from 8 to midnight.
From 8 to midnight, so you're looking at 4 hours of gaming if you want to do it. Relaxed gaming, you probably sneak in a drink. They have game masters to teach you how to do things, because as I mentioned, security does not really care if you drink as long as you're not blatant about it. So we're starting off with 4 hours of gaming, being taught how to play the games, new games, and this. So at that point, I'd say $32. You're getting close to getting your money's worth just by that itself. Now, there is an actual box right here, which has legs apparently, and ooh, it even says AEG Big Game Night box. Now, I have no idea what is in the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? So we're going to open this bad boy up, and we're going to find out, and hopefully it's not as disappointing as last year. So I will say already, this is less disappointing than last year. Last year's box was absolutely atrocious. It was terrible. It was like 99% dead air. There were boxes where you could put your other boxes in. It was garbage. You know, I'll tell it like it is. It was bad. So they have already put a best foot forward right here. So let's see what's in here. And let's see if this is going to make up the rest of that $32. And honestly, I think right now, $32 with that in 4 hours. Okay, I'm seeing boxes. And I think they're games. I don't think they're empty boxes. Oh, all right, let's open this up. So, first, I have no idea what this game is, but it's called Cat Lady. So, I'm assuming this is presumably a new, 2017 Cat Lady. Players are cat ladies, part of an elite group of people, including Mary Antoinette and Ernest Hemingway. So, a light, simple card game, 2 to 4 players. If that's your cup of tea, that certainly is something that's going to boost up the box. Now, what do we got next? We have the Mad Science Expo, another game that I've not heard of either. So this is another new release too, 2017. Okay, we're going to stop right here because there is something else in the box. But I think at this point, we can all pretty much agree, your money's gotten worth. I mean, cameraman, Eric, Flanny, do you think at this point you've gotten your $32 worth? Yes. AEG has redeemed itself. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hopefully they're on the right track here because I think right now, without even whatever else is in this box, you have easily gotten your money's worth. 4 hours of gaming, being taught games, 3 new games, 3 brand spanking new games. So that's cool as well. And last but not least, there is another game in here. 60 Seconds to Save the World, a cooperative game for 2 to 5 players. All right, I am very intrigued. 2 to 6 players. So this is another 2017 release. The day we have been dreading is finally upon us. We need you, our fearless leader, more than ever. You have been hustled down into command bunker to lead the world to salvation. So, yeah, I am huge thumbs up. AEG stepping up the game. And you know what? This really speaks to it, because I think, I imagine they got a lot of bad press last year. And the year before that, it was good, but if you didn't want Junta, the rest of it was pretty crummy. But this, I mean, you have 4 brand spanking new games here for $32, 4 hours of gameplay time. So right now, we're definitely going to show some love for AEG. They have corrected this course, and hopefully we'll be able to check it out next year to see what's in next year's Big Game Night box. So that was our thoughts on the AEG Big Game Night box. We unboxed it. That's $32 worth right there, and I think that this is going to, if word of mouth gets out about what you're getting right here, is going to make it so that's still one of the biggest events that you can do at Gencon. So, if you enjoyed this Gencon coverage, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below in the comments below. Let me know, what's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you in your life? Let's go, Nick over there. What's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you in your life?
I think I got left behind once at a gas station for about 5 minutes when I was about a wee lad.
Wee lad as in 2, 3, 1?
I'd say about 6 months.
Okay, 6 months. Jesus, it's terrible. For me personally, scariest thing that's ever happened to me. I do have like a supernatural kind of thing. I remember it was super late at night. I think we were in like maybe Kentucky. I think we were going to Mammoth Caves or something like that. No, actually, we were up on this mountain. And it was this mountain. It was there was snow and ice, and I was like 7 years old, and we were sliding down the mountain because we didn't have any traction. And I remember being absolutely terrified, and my mom and my aunt were screaming like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" And me and my cousin Lake were just freaking out. We thought we were gonna die because we were sliding down a mountain backwards, and the mountain was closed down like it's a tourist attraction or something like that. Oh, it was freaking terrifying. Let me tell you about it. Eric, what's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you?
I don't want to play this game, man.
But let me know in the comments below what's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you. And as always, thanks for your time, you two.